you wave?
Hello.
Say hi. If you can hear me and if you can see me, please let me know before I fully get started. Because I don't want everything to be completely silent or that you can't see me, or please give me a wave or a hello. You just wait 2 minutes. See if anybody pops
And this
up.
hand is the wrong way, so let's get mixing.
She's very excited about this. She hasn't stopped talking about it all day. Oh, look, Antonia says hi. Can you hear me and everything and I'm okay? Yay!
Whoa.
Say hello to Sonia. Look, Antonia's here. Isabella's just picked up the phone and saw your face and said that's her best friend. So Antonia's on there, so say hi. Right, guys, so we get started. And please, you can hear me and see me and everything. So I'm Emma, and I work from Little Learners head office. I know some of you will know me for running classes as well. So hello, and it's lovely to see you all. This is
Isabella.
This is Isabella, and how old are you?
5.
5. And Isabella's very excited about this. She's not stopped talking about it all day. So what we are going to make today is something called rubbery goop. It's a little bit the same as Play-Doh, but it isn't made with any flour and it isn't made with any salt. It is made with, so we've got 2 cups of bicarbonate of soda in our pan. And then we've got some water, that's right. And then we've got our cornflour. So it's 2 cups of bicarbonate of soda and 1 cup of cornflour. So do you want to pour into this? We're going to pour, give it a shake. Ooh, cornflour everywhere. Give it a shake. Do you think that's 1 cup? Should we level it off? Give it a little bit of a shake across the bench. Right, pop that into our pan then. So that goes into the pan. Very good. Right, and then...
Can I lick the ball after?
No, darling, it's not cake mix, sweetheart. You don't want to lick the ball. It won't be very nice. So you need to give that just a little bit of a whisk round and round to make sure that all of the cornflour and all of the bicarb is all nice and mixed in. So round and round. Very good. Right. And give that a bit of a tap on there. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to add our water. So we've got 1.5 cups of just cold water straight into the pan. You pour that in there. That's it. Oh, good pouring skills. Go on, all the way in. Keep going. That's it. Very good. Right, guys. Then you need a whisk. So you need to give this a really good whisk, just a second, to make sure that there's no lumps left in, so it needs to be lovely, nice and smooth. So can you give it a whisk very slowly though? Because we don't want...
There's still more lumps.
Oh, there's still lumps. Give it a good mix, because as we know, when you add water to cornflour goes hard, so we need to make sure we give it a good mix to make sure that all the bicarb and all of the cornflour is nice and mixed in. Don't worry about that, that's fine. Give it a good whisk round and round. Very good. All the way around. Do you think it's got all the lumps out? Well, maybe just have a quick check. So I give it a good whisk about. Whiskey whisk. There we go. Right. So we are going. Oh, we've lost her. She's still on the floor. We are now going to add. Oh, you jump, please. Thank you. We are now going to add some food colouring. So we obviously have picked purple for today. Isabella's having a daft half hour here. Aren't you? You're having a daft half hour? Right, I'll squirt this in then. Just going to move you up just a little bit. Right. So we're going to add in our lovely purple food colouring. I'm giving it another mix, just to make sure it all goes in nice and lovely. And that is the basis of our goop. Now you might think, wow, that looks really watery, because I did as well the first time I made it. I thought there's no way that's going to come together and form a nice. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and put it onto the hob. So it needs to be on sort of a medium heat. because what you want to do is you want to now make it heat really sort of not too slowly, but you don't want to boil it. It needs to heat nicely, so you bring it to a nice simmer. Bring it to a nice simmer, and then small lumps are going to start to form inside of it. And then what you need to do is you need to continuously just keep stirring, because if you don't, then it's not all going to come together. So I'm going to go and put it on the hob, and I'm going to attempt to take you over to show you what happens in the pan. Right, we're going to go over to the hob now. Do you want to bring your stool over? You coming over? No, you're standing there.
Yeah.
Okay then. Right, so that's on there. And then what we're going to do is as well.
Stop.
Are you showing everybody what we've got for after? Yeah. You give the bench a bit of a wipe, because afterwards we are going to use this bench. Oh, bless you.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna believe.
Right, so just going to start to stir it, because it has started to already form some small lumps. Just going to wait till it forms together just a little bit more before I bring it over, because at the minute it's just very, very watery still and just heating through. So everything that's in it was lovely and cold. You showing everybody? You showing everybody our number 5s? Yeah. Right, so I'm going to attempt to bring it over.
Number 8.
And hopefully you can see what's going on in our pan. So here we've got our pan. So it has already, if you can see, started to slowly bubble. So that's all of the bicarb, which is nice and fizzing now because it's heating through and it's reacting with the heat and the water.
Can I play with this?
You can, darling. Well, no, just wait there. I'm just going to start stirring it, because if I don't start stirring it, then what's going to happen is it's not going to all form together. So obviously if you do have older ones,
Can I open it now?
then they can obviously do this mixing part, but I'd rather do it.
Rubbery Goop.
Rubbery Goop. Go and put that over there, please. I'm just giving it a nice spin round.
Can I open it yet and play with it?
Not yet, sweetheart. In a minute, darling. Right, so it's coming together really nicely. I'm just going to see if you can see again where it's really fizzing and we've got a few lumps and bumps in there, which is exactly what we want. I'll try and bring you a bit closer. I'm just going to keep going round and round, so it's starting to really form together. So going round. So can you see? We're starting to get a really nice sort of shiny, soft paste. So you need to really keep on moving round and round to bring it all together. So it does get a little bit tough. Really good for some exercise for your upper arms. So keep bringing it round and round. And as you can see, it's really come together really nice. Can you see that, Isabella?
It looks like a mixing.
It is, and Mummy's mixing on now. So Mummy's bringing it all together.
It looks like cake.
It does look a little bit like thick cake mix, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So just keep coming round.
I really want to lick that bowl.
You can't lick the bowl, darling, because it's just bicarb and cornflour. It won't taste very nice. So just keep bringing it round.
Can I play with this?
In a minute, sweetheart. And if you just have a feel, and if it doesn't stick to your fingers, I've got asbestos hands, so please be careful because that is really hot. If it doesn't stick to your fingers, then we are you're pretty much there, okay? I'm just going to give it one more second just to sort of make sure that we've cooked it right through, because we don't want it to be sticky. And as you can see, it has coated the bottom of the pan, but if you just leave your pan to just cool down, it does peel away from the pan. I mean, it might depend what pan you've got, so don't take my word for that. Right, so that is us done. So it's all nice and mixed in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring it out and pop it onto the bench over where Isabella is, I'm going to take you back over in a minute, sweetheart. Right, I'm going to put you back down over here. Plug you back in because we don't want to be going off. Okay, so can I have this, please? Isabella's very eager to get started with the fun bit. Right.
Either.
So you've got your, put your trousers up. Don't touch this, mine, because this is really hot. Okay, Isabella. Don't touch that pan. Right, guys. So as you can see, it is really hot. But here we have our rubbery goop. I'm going to pull you down a little bit. So what you need to do is bring it down onto your bench, and you want to just give it a little bit of a knead so that it all comes together and it all starts cooling, because as I say, it is red hot. Are you blowing it to cool it down? Ah, you're very excited to get going, aren't you? So it's all come together and it's really...
I want to play with the ready goop.
You want to play with the ready goop, right? Well, what we will do is, Mammy's just going to knead this a little bit more because we do need to knead it together. And then while this is cooling, we can get the ready-made goop out and show everybody what we can do with it, okay? Yeah? So it is really silky smooth. As I said, really similar as well to Play-Doh. However, this doesn't have any salt in it, which means that it is a little bit safer for little ones if they do go to put it in their mouth. Obviously, I would never ever recommend that you do allow them to eat it, okay? But as I say, it is just cornflour, bicarbonate, water, and a little bit of food colouring. So it won't harm them like the salt would, because there is a lot of salt in Play-Doh. So this may be sort of a bit more of a taste-safe option for the younger ones who don't quite understand yet about putting it in. But obviously, please do let it cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just flatten it out. It's really stretchy as well, isn't it, Bella?
Can I stretch it?
Well, you can, right, once it's cool. It's really,
I want to do that one.
Really stretchy. Right, so I'm going to flatten it out so it can cool down, and I'm going to move it over here. Just a second. You're very eager, aren't you? Right. So, guys, what I've got here is, we use these in our classes. So we have got our numbers on all of our things. And what I've done is I've just printed these off and then used a laminator just to give it a lamination so that whatever you stick on top, it won't stick. It can just pull away. And you can also use pens as well, and that just rubs them away. So we've got these. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the scissors like that.
Just a minute. And then I've also made some shape boards as well, which again, just made on the computer, printed off and laminated. So we've got all of our different characters. So we've got Swirlo, we've got Ziggy, we've got Lionel, and our lovely Archie, who's very popular at the minute with all of our rainbows. So we've got all of those. So we get them ready-made right now. You've got scissors.
Yeah.
So this is our ready-made goop, which we made 2 days ago, I think. And it's still really super, super soft. So can you squeeze that? Give that a good squeeze. Wow, is it super, super soft?
I'm going to
Yeah.
cut it out.
No, you're going to cut. Oh, she's going to do some cutting first.
Mm.
You're going to cut. So these are just Play-Doh scissors, nice and plastic, so the little ones can't hurt their hands. Oh, you're giving it a bit of a flatten out, are you? Wow. Right, so Isabella, can we do one of our? Who do you want? Which character?
Pizza.
Oh, it's pizza. Which character would you like to do first?
Swallow.
Oh, Swirlo, your favourite. Oh, I like Mammy. Right, so we've got Swirlo here, and Swirlo is made up of all of our circles and swirls, and she's our magic pot. So we have got our circle on our laminated board. So what you can get a little one to do is if they grab some of your goop, right? Grab your goop like this, look. This one here that Mammy's gave you, look.
It's squishy.
It is very squishy. Right, and then you can get them to pop the goop. Can you guys see that all right? Pop the goop onto the laminated board, and then what they're going to do is they're just going to form the shape using their fingers to stretch out the goop and form the shape that's on our laminated bit of paper. Well, you didn't really give everybody a chance to have a proper look, did you? Because you're too excited. Right, so Isabella has formed the shape. So we've got our lovely swirlo circle. And then I'm going to get you one that's a little bit more tricky. Shall we get... Oh, look. So we've got Ziggy here and our star. So can you get some more goop and can you form Ziggy's star with your goop for Mummy? So just get a little bit. You might want to use littler bits this time. So get them to sort of use their fingers as well to pull it apart. That's it. That's it. And then she's going to just slowly just add. No. Come on now. Let's do it properly like we practiced. Okay. It's got lots of people watching. Look, can you see this number up here? That's all the people that are watching. They're watching you making this brilliant star out of your goop. So they can just start by using their fingers and prodding it down, just forming the shape that is on our board. Are you managing? So it's a little bit trickier. Yeah. So like I say, we do this with Play-Doh as well. So if you do have Play-Doh at home and you've got a laminate, you can't do that one. Right. We'll scrap that one, guys. Right. So yes, so we've got all the different shapes on here. So you can easily make these at home. If you don't have a laminator, you could maybe use the back of a baking tray as well, which would work. Or if you've got whiteboards or anything, they will also work. Right. So what we
do is very risky.
Right. So what's our new one like? So as you can see, guys, it's started to crack a little bit, which is good because that means it's nice and cool now. So we can use this one. We can use our brand new one now. Right, can you give that one a big squeeze and a big pull? Show everybody how. Oh, look at that. So it just pulls together, nice and stretchy. And it's lovely, and it goes back together, and it's really, really silky smooth, which is really fun. So as I showed you before, we have got our numbers as well. And Isabella said before she wanted to do the number 5. Because how old are you?
Number 5.
You're the number 5. Right, so again, just laminated so that they can pop anything on and it can be wiped straight away. So if I give you that bit. No. Now listen. Come on. So if I give you this bit, and what you want to get them to do is, if you give them it in a nice bowl, you want to get them to roll it between their hands to create a long sausage. So you're going to create a long sausage. Someone back and oh, she's doing it on the bench like a little pro. Huh? Oh, we just do a little bit more on that side. She's pushing them together. That's it. Do you think that's long enough to make the number 5? Do you think? Right. So what you want to get to do is stretch them to pop it on top of the laminated sheet, and you want them to curve it all the way around to create the number 5. Right. Can we show everybody your number 5? Are we ready? Just like that, guys. Very good. Well done.
Yeah.
So we've got those ones here. And then for the older ones, if you've got sort of a formation board at home where you can use a whiteboard and you can draw it on. So this is the formation board here. I'm just going to pull you up again. Right, so this is the formation board. And these letters on here are a lot smaller than the ones that we need. So this could be good for the older ones because they need a smaller section of the goop to sort of thingy. So could you give one of these ones a go? No. Oh,
that's too tricky.
That's too tricky. Right. No, I've been told. So I'm going to show you instead. It's a bit cheating, really. So you want to give them just a smaller piece and use just their fingers and their thumbs. So no palm rolling. We're just doing their fingers and their thumbs, which is really good for their motor skills to get them to sort of make and move it up and down. See if they can do it with just the one hand. If they do need to, they can go from hand to hand if they do find it a little bit easier. So you really want to get it nice and thin, okay? And then they can pop it down on their formation board. So I'm going to do an F. So they go around, down and up. And then if you do have some scissors, they don't need to be Play-Doh ones. They could be just normal, well, kiddie safe ones anyway. Just get them to snip the end. And then go across with another small piece and make the F. And then what you could do is, once they've created that, is move it to one side and they could create all the alphabet, and then this could maybe be used to help them do some formation of words and things like that. Oh, Isabella wants to show you something as well. So this is one of Isabella's many pots of Play-Doh goodies. So this in here we have got monster eyes and legs and ears and all sorts. So she's going to make. So if you've got these at home, which I'm sure a lot of you have, she's going to make. What are you going to make? Oh, she's going to make a girl. Everything's a girl with Isabella, isn't it? Yeah, we play Guess Who all the time. She'll only ever pick a girl, won't you? Why?
Because I don't really love girls.
She really loves girls. There you go. I don't blame her. So what you can do is, if you have got lots of bits, so obviously we've got all of our normal sort of Play-Doh cutters as well. So if you've got these things,
just wait a second, everybody.
They're really good to use with our rolling pins as well. So you can get them to do lots of rolling, lots of cutting out, and just create. You can just go for it. And then obviously we've got these as well, so you can fill them and push them through. Oh, this is lovely. I'm liking that, mind. Oh.
Where are the feet?
Somewhere in there. You have to look. You can get them to fill, and this again is really good.
I'm going to get the flavor box
for their hands, just to give it a good squeeze all the way through. The younger ones love it when you do this. Then they play it, so we could use, because this could be hair for the girl that she's making. She's ran upstairs. I don't know where she's going. I'm going to try and wrap it up before she comes back, which she'll probably tell me off for. But yeah, so thank you all for watching. So as I said, give it a go. And if you do give it a go, please do send in your photos of your little ones playing with their rubbery goop, because we would love to see it. And any ideas that you come up with as well would be great. So that all that. Oh, she's brought a giant Play-Doh box down. You brought your box down. Ah, sorry guys, I am just checking to see. Right. So, give it a go. Let us know how it goes. We are probably now going to have hours of fun with this. But as you can see, when you're all finished with it, if you just pop it in a Ziploc bag or in an airtight container or wrap it in cling film, it'll last you a long, long time. It stays super smooth and super squishy as well. So please do give it a go. We'd love to see it. So tomorrow we have got our lovely Fiona from Little Learners Lisbon, who is coming on to do lots of things of what you can do with bubble wrap. So she's got twin boys, 2 little twin boys, and she's going to come on and show you some no mess painting with the bubble wrap and things like that as well for you to do at home. So please do pop on at 10 o'clock for her as well and enjoy that. But other than that, thank you very, very much for watching us. Are you going to say bye?
Bye.
Don't forget, if you have missed our live, it will be over on our YouTube channel as well. Sorry about the noise. She's a bit excited. So pop onto there and give us a subscribe as well. And then you can catch up on all of our lives. And there's other videos on there as well that all the other girls have done. Hold on just a second, darling. Right, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're all safe and well, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Mommy.